I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Is it though? Is that a good metaphor for life? What makes a good metaphor? This isn't gonna be a high quality video essay, I'm just saying. I literally had this idea in the middle of the night and I need to make a video this week because I have to, because I feel like it. A metaphor is basically just a way to explain something in a memorable and understandable way by using comparison. And because of that, I think that what makes a good metaphor is related to what makes a good comparison. And that it has to make sense, be efficient at making you understand something, and be memorable. So let's say this.
Life is a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you're gonna get.
Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them.
Now look, 1. I love Forrest Gump. 2. This line is good. But here's why I think it's a bad metaphor. Boxes of chocolate. Now there are certain boxes that have a random combination of chocolates, but usually when people buy something, you wanna
know what you're gonna get.
And I know he's carrying a box of chocolates, but that can apply to so many things. Fortune cookies, gambling, basically a box of anything until you open it. You don't really know what you're gonna get. But I digress. Forrest's mom isn't a philosopher. And I think what she was trying to do, by she, I mean the writers of the movie, was to have something that a kid could easily understand and remember. To teach him about the uncertainty of his life, especially his life because he was a special kid. So in that sense, it's a good metaphor. But what makes a good metaphor in general? Let's look at another example, and let's stick to the theme of life, because I hope that we can all relate to that. I don't know what sort of AI creature is watching this. Here's the quote. I would show the actual scene, but Viacom copyright claimed the video, and now I'm had to upload it again. It's one of my best performing videos, but I guess. This one's already better because of how specific it is. Sometimes life is like a tunnel. Not always. At times you're just in the sunlight. At other times your life can be a real box of chocolates. But sometimes it's like a tunnel. I think adding an always or sometimes can really help a metaphor be more specific and harder to misinterpret. Now I might be a little biased because Avatar is my favorite thing on the plane of reality, but this is a perfectly executed metaphor. Remove it from the show and you have a very good metaphor. But in the show itself it gets so many extra layers, and I guess this video is now about how you can include metaphors in writing. Again, I just need to get weekly videos out, don't expect them to be good. The characters are in a fucking tunnel and the light at the end sets up the climax. That's the most obvious part. The story at the end of this episode and season reaches its darkest point, as if the characters were inside a tunnel with no exit in sight. Just failure after failure, walking and walking, with no light to be seen anywhere. But the reason this whole video happened is because in the middle of the night, for no fucking reason, I just thought of the line.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
I don't remember anything that led up to that. I just remember thinking about that and being like, is that a good metaphor? Hey, that would make for an interesting video, I think. And here we are. And while Uncle Iroh's words remain in my head, just like a lot of other quotes from Avatar, I don't really think about them randomly like that in the middle of the fucking night. Okay, let me try and craft a metaphor with what we've learned so far. I have to release this video tomorrow or else I won't meet my weekly quota. And it's important to me because fuck you. Jesus Christ, that sneeze took me out completely. I was not expecting. Oh my god, that was such a... Yes, I sneeze very loudly. Stopping your bacteria from reaching out into the world is honestly a good thing, but also if you hold it in, it's not good for you. What am I talking about? Life. Let's get what's a good metaphor for life? I need to improvise one right now. Should I restart this? No, I feel like that's a good moment. You know, good bruh moment. Oh god, I look like a pile of shit in 3/4. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Hold on. Actual bruh moment right now. Wait. Holy fucking shit. Life is like a sneeze. Life is like a sneeze. So here's the thing. I live in Germany, right? Did I ever say that in a video before? I can't remember. And like everyone here, well not everyone, but a lot of people here, like when they sneeze, do this. hold it in, like block their noses so that everything doesn't come out, and they hold all their bacteria inside, and it's the grossest shit I've like, you know, I like to sneeze loudly and proudly, but I don't sneeze on people or anything. I do keep it on my fucking, like if I have a sweater or something, or even with a shirt, I do this, but at least I fucking wear it proudly on my fucking shoulder. I don't keep it in, locked inside. When people do that, it always fucking annoys me because it's such a like pussy thing to do. Here's what I mean by life is like a sneeze. Let's say like humanity is a bunch of people in one room, and you're a person, you're one of the people in that room, and everyone gets a sneeze for their life. As you like sense the sneeze coming, that's you growing up, learning things about the world, getting ready to do something about it, and then as you feel it about to come out, that's when you're like, that's the decision-making point. Do you block the sneeze and hold it all in and don't accomplish anything in life, or do you let it all go and explode outwards and actually do something with your life? I just blew my own mind. My mind was like, hey, and smacked my own mind, it smacked itself over the back of the head. Wait, okay, and then like the bacteria that come out like can infect other people. That impacts other people. That's like your impact on life. You know how you, oh my god. And like if you hold it in, you're blocking yourself from all the potential you might have. And I'm not saying you should sneeze on someone in real life, obviously, but I mean like in a metaphorical sense that kind of works, doesn't it? The metaphor considers spreading bacteria good, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like holding in the sneeze does nothing, like nobody's gonna hear you, nobody's gonna be like, what the fuck was that? Nobody's gonna like, if you explode outwards, people are gonna be like, excuse me, be more polite and just stay in line and don't do anything special with your life. But also people are gonna remember you like, hey, that guy sneezed very loudly. Look, I know this is a weird metaphor, but this is really fucking cool for me right now, right? Like this is like the best moment on my channel so far. Let me try to put that into like a quote. My mom always said life was like a sneeze. No. I got it. My mom always said life was like a sneeze. If you keep it to yourself, it's bad for you. Oh my god. Follow me on Twitter. So in conclusion, a good metaphor has to be specific, but it also has to be easily summarized for memorability's sake. Obviously, it has to make sense and be applicable. I think that's it. Again, this is literally a midnight thought that I decided to keep vaulted up in the back of my head and then release it now in a video. I have school now, so videos are going to be a lot harder to make, so I'll just throw whatever together. Yeah, so there might be some shitposts. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Please, please.